Hi guys. So many of you guys have been sending me messages letting me know that it has been months, even for some of you guys, up to a year, that you've tried to renew your Nigerian passport and yet you haven't received the passport. Some of you have been renewing in the US, in DC, in New York, in Atlanta, and some of you have been renewing in the UK and even Nigeria. Like in Nigeria, many of you guys are still complaining that, Funke, I've applied for this renewal for ages ago and it's been 6 months and all I'm hearing is there is no booklet available. I myself have reached out to some officials and they've informed me that yes, there's currently a scarcity in Nigerian passport booklets available worldwide. And this has been ongoing for months. I was quite confused with this reason, to be honest, because no be booklet, no be paper they put together. As in, is COVID now disrupting the production of paper? Like, it just doesn't make sense that it's because of COVID, you know? Am I the only one that thought along these lines? Let me know in the description box if you felt there was something fishy going on and that COVID just wasn't a reason enough for the scarcity in Nigerian passport booklet. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Well. Last week, something happened. The Punch newspaper published an article to shed light on the shocking reason why there is a serious shortage in the availability of booklets. And my brothers and sisters, I said shocking because this is all about a contract gone bad. That is exactly what this video is all about. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian author, travel and lifestyle content creator. I wrote the first ever high quality and locally curated travel guide for Lagos, Nigeria. Make sure you pick your copy up on Amazon through other various Stockists. I'll leave all the links where you can find my book in the description box below. I am also a travel and lifestyle content creator, so I'm here on YouTube creating to help the average Nigerian and African travel better and smarter and help them navigate this whole pandemic easier. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, that big red button, hit it and get me to 60,000 subscribers. We're nearly at 40K, but you know what, we aim high because you know that's what we do here. So make sure you hit that big red button, subscribe, and give this video a huge thumbs up. By thumbsing up, you let me know that you actually enjoy content like this and it inspires me and motivates me to keep creating content like this. So let's dive straight into this article that Punch put out on the 28th of March. And the title of this article is Malaysian Firm Battles Federal Government Over Multi-Billion Naira Passport Booklet Contract. Like, that already sounds like there's trouble, you know? So the article goes and it states, and we're going to analyze it as it goes along. A directive by the President, Major General Muhammad Buhari, in 2019, that the Nigerian passport booklets should be produced locally has not been carried out 2 years down the line. Essentially, they're stating here that Buhari has basically said that our president, that Nigerian passport booklets should be produced locally, which is great because we need to control sort of like the ecosystems of how these passports are being made. And I'm actually surprised they're not produced locally. Maybe I am surprised that, yeah. But, you know, I envision that longer term, they should be produced locally. So since 2019, they're basically saying it hasn't happened. Goes on to say, Sunday Punch gathered that the delay was due to the inability of the Ministry of Interior to terminate the contract awarded to Smart Technology Nigeria Limited for the production of the passport booklets. Essentially, it's saying here that the Ministry of Interior, who's who I believe is responsible for this, have been unable to terminate a contract that they already awarded to a previous company that was producing the booklets. He goes on to say, Smart Technology Nigerian Limited works in partnership with a parent company, Iris Corporation, based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The e-passport booklets are produced in Malaysia, but the Nigerian Immigration Service activates the passport through the biometric data transfer. So what it's basically saying here is that it's actually, this booklet physically is actually being produced in Malaysia, right? In conjunction with a Malaysian firm and a Nigerian firm working together to do this. And they just produce the booklets, but the NIS, that's the Nigerian Immigration Service, are the ones responsible for basically putting all your data to activate the passport. He goes on to say, it was gathered that the Ministry of Interior and the NIS officials have been holding meetings with ISTL for over 1 year on the termination or variation of the contract valued at over $138 million, signed in May 2003. Let's analyze this. They're basically saying that the Nigerian Immigration Service and the Ministry of Interior have been discussing, right, or trying for over a year, 1 year, to terminate a contract that they signed in 2003. Like, wait, how many years is that, guys? Nearly 20 years old. If I'm right, 2023 is coming soon, 2 years. So like about 18 years. And they've not, over a year, they've not figured out a way to terminate this huge contract. People are making money, 138 million. Okay. The situation has led to the scarcity of passport booklets, as ISTL, which is the company in Malaysia, has reportedly suspended the production of the booklets following moves by the federal government to cancel its contract and commence a local production of the travel documents. Basically saying here that the company that is producing it in Malaysia has said, we're not producing anymore because the federal government has probably done something, reportedly, who knows, they said the following moves. To basically cancel the contract. So here is where I'm saying, here I can definitely see that there's an issue, there's a contract legality issue here. Like probably when they're writing this contract, anyway, let's keep going. But basically this is a legal issue, and basically that Malaysian company is holding the Nigerian government at ransom. That's what this means right now. Hence the reason why we have no passport booklets anywhere. An impeccable source said the federal government was facing serious legal challenges terminating the contract, which had no terminal date. I'm going to repeat this again so you guys hear it very well. An impeccable source, meaning somebody high up there probably, said the federal government was facing serious legal challenges terminating the contract, which had no terminal date. It had no terminal date. Wait, so what I'm gathering here is that when they signed this agreement in 2003, it was like an indefinite agreement. There was no accommodation for when it will end, maybe when to be reviewed. Like, that's what they're saying. But the question is, who gives a contract with no terminal date? Like, is that normal? Like, for any legal practitioners in here watching today, is that normal for there not to be a terminal date? Like, let us know and educate us, because maybe this is the norm, but sounds shocking to me. It then goes on to say, the official stated, what I can tell you authoritatively is that the issue has been enmeshed in some legal tangle, which they are trying to untangle. They discovered that previous administration had committed the country to unfavorable contracts, which may even be for life. Hey, everybody has been tenterhooks over it. You guys understand that part. Goes on to say, what the government is doing now is to resolve the legal conundrum, and I think they are almost done with it. We hope so. They will be making arrangements for local producers of the passport booklets after sorting out the problem. Right. Documents obtained by our correspondent indicate that the federal government entered into 6 agreements with the contractor between March 2003 and April 2015 for the production of e-passports. The first contract was in 3 phases, with the first phase costing over $62 million, that's over 10 billion naira, while the second phase cost $53 million, that's over 9 billion naira, and the third phase $62 million, over 10 billion naira. It goes on to say the contract, which included the implementation of the Nigerian harmonized ECOWAS, okay, that's just, you can read it there. Goes on to say that checks indicate that the federal government did not commit any funds to the project, meaning the federal government actually didn't pay that Malaysian company any money to get started with, right? So leaving the contractor as the sole financier of the contract, meaning the contractor basically bore even the initial costs themselves. I can see why the government liked this deal. ISTL reportedly took a loan of 3 billion naira in 2003 to fund the implementation of the project. So this company in Malaysia took a loan to even be able to start this project, right? You know what? Let's elaborate on this a little bit. If I were the company and I took a loan, that much of a loan to start a project or to win a contract to basically execute and produce passports, I'm sure the terms that I gave the government were quite like, I must make this my money back 50-fold over the next 50 years or something like that. And even though looking at that company as, okay, they're the ones risking a lot here, it's also the government's not right, but like it's their duty to protect the Nigerian people in circumstances like this, right? So, it then goes on to say, the agreement states that ISTL shall bear, pay, and thereafter be reimbursed by the Ministry of Interior with all withholding taxes, VAT, duties, fees, levies, and other charges connected with the execution of the agreement, which did not contain any renewal clause. So basically, there was no renewal clause within this agreement. Huge problem. So now it goes, however, on March the 1st, 2007, the Ministry of Interior and Iris Smartech signed another agreement for the production of 3 million machine-readable passport booklets and the embedding of the substrates. The booklets were to be supplied at a unit price of 609 naira and 8 kobo, totally up over 2 billion naira. According to the agreement, the settlement of the company's invoices was to be made from 30% of the revenue generated from the passport sales. The ministry was to make an advance payment of 25% of the project cost, while ISTL was expected to provide technical and management training to NIS officials. So guys, that is pretty much the deal. The reason why many of you guys have not been able to receive your passports, right? Through your renewals. It has nothing to do with COVID-19. Essentially, it's a contract gone bad. It is so sad that I don't understand that we're getting this information now. I wish the government was a little bit transparent to the citizens to let us know that this is actual delay. Like, how can this information just be kept silently, that people are just wondering why are there no passport booklets? I think, we need to do better a little bit on that. From the article, it seems they're coming to an agreement soon, but if an agreement hasn't been, arrived at, in over a year, it's concerning because it shouldn't take a year to come to terms, to mediate and come to a solution, right? Unfortunately, I guess this administration is going to deal with the problems or the consequences of the poor administration's decision, but I guess they have to figure it out because citizens cannot go on to continue sort of suffering. So guys, what are your thoughts on this whole saga? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think there's going to be a solution quite quickly? And finally, I just want to add that if you do want to get a Nigerian passport in Nigeria, it is possible. When they say there's shortage of passport, there's shortage, meaning it's little left, which means that if you want one, you probably have to use your network to get it. And if you know what I mean when I say use your network, you know what I mean by that. I really hope this video has been super useful. Thank you once again for watching. And if you watch up until the end today, I want you guys to leave a comment and say, Sassy, I did it. Yes, I look forward to engaging with you guys in the comment section. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.